In this first episode of Across Borders, Cambodia and Thailand, I visit before and after a major court decision on which country should control the land around an ancient temple. It's been an explosive issue.
Shooting mine, right? It shoots out of the air.
But is there now hope for a more peaceful future? A border is more than a line on a map. It provides national identity, but it also divides cultures and families. As a scholar, I'm fascinated by the regions where countries meet. They are so rich in shared history, culture, and even conflict, and some are facing major changes ahead. Come with me, Farish Noor, as I go across borders.
Thank you. Well, normally I would need my passport to get across a border. But this time, I need my passport to get to the edge of a border. And where is it? It's right up there.
What a view! I'm on the Dun Rik mountain range dividing Cambodia and Thailand.
Well, I'm standing on the edge of a cliff, and that's appropriate because this is where two countries came to the edge of war. And why? Because of what's right there.
This is the Preah Vihear temple. Completed in the 11th century, it was dedicated to Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction and rebirth. It's now Buddhist, and its inner sanctum is still used for blessings. The temple stretches for more than 800 meters along the mountaintop, which makes it unusual. But it's that very setting which has proved so controversial. Across a small valley is a lookout post in Thailand, which has long claimed the temple for itself. In 1962, the International Court of Justice ruled that the temple was Cambodian. It used a 1907 map, partly drawn up by France when Cambodia was under French rule.
The situation was calm until 2008, when things took a dramatic turn.
At Cambodia's request, UNESCO declared the temple a World Heritage Site for its carvings, architecture, and harmony with its setting. Thai nationalists were outraged, and military skirmishes in 2008 and 2011 left more than 10 people dead and thousands displaced.
Cambodia asked the International Court of Justice to intervene again. The issue now is the land around the temple.
Thailand thinks the border is right next to the temple. Cambodia thinks it's further back, leaving several square kilometers of disputed territory.
Preah Vihear is our temple.
So I'm here at a fascinating time in the lead-up to the court's decision on which country has sovereignty.
Sure. There it is.
And on this trip, I'm determined to avoid politicians and pundits. I want to talk to local people.
So why do you like working at this temple?
Oh, because I love my Khmer culture and I love this temple. And I want to show to people and in the world.
Right.
Yes.
The whole world.
Yeah, the whole world. Yes.
Sapiap used to specialize in guiding Thai tourists, but that all ended when the fighting started.
Yes.
So this is Krishna defeating the Naga.
Yes.
Right.
He even had to evacuate his family from their nearby village. At the bottom of the temple steps, and then just a few meters further, is where visitors used to enter the temple from Thailand. Now it's blocked while ownership of this land is decided on. The Thai access road is now deserted.
So when this problem is solved, what do you hope for in the future?
I hope the tourists came here again. Yes, I like.
All the tourists,
Yes, all the tourists came here again, the same before.
like before,
Yeah,
even the
like
Thai tourists.
Yes.
I'm reminded that the full impact of this dispute is hidden, and I want to see it more clearly. That means I have to go beyond the temple. The next day, I head along the border.
There's a first time for everything, and this is my first time in a minefield.
30 years ago, this was a war zone. The Vietnamese laid landmines here to stop Khmer Rouge forces entering Cambodia from Thailand.
The benefit of this detector, they use
Now, farmers keen to expand their crops desperately want the mines cleared. But demining is being slowed down by border tensions.
Saro, you were a soldier before, so why have you started doing this?
Yes, of course. I've seen that the mine trade in Cambodia is everywhere, basically this part of the country. And after the fighting stopped, but they remained the mines and the people got injured and killed by mines.
They found something. And digging reveals a landmine. It needs to be detonated on the spot with TNT. And the team lets me do the honors.
Wow, that's a bang.
At the current rate of removal, it will take another 14 years to rid this country of landmines.
Well, this is part of the 1,000 square kilometers in Cambodia that's still being demined. But beyond this is that thin border strip between Cambodia and Thailand called K5, where demining has stopped completely since 2008 because of the conflict over the Preah Vihear temple.
So I head into K5 itself with a villager who can help me understand what happens when landmines are not removed.
This is your village.
Vong Chiat was collecting cane in a nearby clump of trees.
Over there, that's where.
The next thing he remembers, he was in a hospital bed.
ជួយចាប់ខ្លាំងណាស់ជើងពេលដែលដាច់ជើងទៅខ្ញុំជួយចាប់រកអីស្ពាបទៅមិនបានទេ
How has this changed your life?
ក្រោយពីខ្ញុំបាត់បង់ជើងប្រពន្ធរបស់ខ្ញុំកូនរបស់ខ្ញុំបានគេបានដើរចោលខ្ញុំអត់មាននៅចិត្តខ្ញុំទេវិធានាម្នាក់ឯងនៅទីនេះ
How did it feel after your family left you?
ពេលដែលប្រពន្ធកូនខ្ញុំរៀតឃ្លាតចោលទៅខ្ញុំវិធានាណាស់អត់មានអ្នកណាដាំបាយអត់មានអ្នកណាបម្រើខ្ញុំហូបចុកអីពិបាកសពបែបយ៉ាងទាំងអស់
Even in the village itself, many of the houses and plots of land have not been cleared of mines. The adults know the price of making a wrong move. But the younger ones seem oblivious.
I'm seeing kids run all over the place, but I'm told that this side of the path has been demined and this part hasn't. So I don't know how they keep track of it.
Rin Un can't grow anything beyond her house and also needs to keep a constant eye on her extended family.
ខ្លាចនឹងឯងខ្លាចគីឡូកូននឹងដើរតាមព្រៃតាមផ្សារអីវាបានដើរនៅតាមផ្ទះអីដើរតាមព្រៃទៅចង្ការងាប់ទៅចង្ការទៅក្តៅដាក់ជើងទៅពិបាកពុកម្ដាយអញ្ចឹង
The village has built a school on cleared land, but danger lurks in the trees beyond.
Well, I've been to some schools in difficult places, but this, the idea of a children's playground just right next to a minefield, seems so wrong. And it really brings home the reality that this is what these people have to go through every day as a result of the demining process stopping.
But how is the temple dispute affecting people on the Thai side of the border? It's time to find out. Kantaralak in Isan is the closest town in Thailand to the disputed Preah Vihear temple in neighboring Cambodia. Some protesters are asserting Thailand's old claim to the temple. Just days from now, the International Court of Justice is expected to decide which country should control the land around the temple. I find that the road that once led straight to the temple is blocked. This park is called Preah Vihear, the Thai name for the temple. The view is just as impressive on this side of the border, but we can only use a small camera because there are a lot of security personnel.
Just down. Yeah. Straight down. Okay. Thank you.
I try to see how close I can get to the temple from this side of the border, but as on the Cambodian side, there's a lot of barbed wire. And how strange to see a bunker next to a Buddhist shrine.
Well, that's it. I can't go any further, and it feels like an army camp.
Even so, they let me use their binoculars to look across at Preah Vihear.
Well, that was interesting because I've managed to see the temple not only from a different geographical perspective, but also a different political perspective. And some of the soldiers I met were even envious of the fact that I've been to the temple, and they can't.
Preah Vihear is actually not the only disputed temple. There are at least two more right on the border. The journey takes me along the back roads of Isan. The area is apparently dotted with Khmer ruins, although I don't see them from the road. Finally, I arrive at Tamuan Temple. This structure dates from the 11th century. Again, there are soldiers here. They even keep me company as I sketch. Parts of the compound are concealed, and I'm told that beyond the trees are Cambodian soldiers. But despite the tension, life goes on, including for an intrepid Danish researcher. Asger Mullerup has proven that this and several other temples nearby are in direct alignment with Preah Vihear. Using GPS and satellite images, he's also showing alignment within temples.
Following the line and right to the corner.
Right.
Some are positioned so that the sun appears exactly through certain gateways twice a year.
All the way straight.
Watching the doorways being in the middle. They had some kind of astronomical concept which they embedded in the temples.
Such as?
I think for the benefit of the gods which are represented in the temples. Straight east.
But as a historian, I think some of these temples might also have been solar calendars used to determine auspicious times for planting and harvesting cycles.
Oscar, thank you so much. Been an education.
Okay.
Good luck.
There's something else special about this temple, something that dates back well before modern borders. Tamuan was part of an ancient Khmer Empire pathway. The Dharmasala route was a series of some 17 temples going from Angkor Wat to Pimai, deep inside what is now Thailand. The next temple on the route is at Tamo. This one is even harder to get to.
Right, you stop. Okay, thank you.
Tamo is in ruins now, but spots like this were once places to pray and rest for traders, pilgrims and soldiers. There's only one local Thai at the site, and I'm curious what he knows about his history.
So, do you know about the Dharmasala route?
คุณรู้จักประวัติเกี่ยวกับโบราณสถานธรรมศาลาแห่งนี้ไหมไม่รู้
No, right.
Yes, no.
But are there other temples around here?
รู้จักที่ไหนอีกไหมว่ามีเมืองเก่าประวัติเมืองเก่าโบราณ
มีอยู่นี่กับมีอยู่นู่น
อ๋อโอเค
Well, it's the end of the day, and this is when the temples are at their most peaceful. And at the end of the day, this great Dharmasala route was the highway that actually brought together communities from what is now Cambodia and what is now Thailand. And it's sad, really, to see this conflict over a few temples on the border region because it really goes against the tide of history.
The next day, I want to find out how this dispute is affecting locals. My motorbike driver in Isan, Tang, is taking me to meet Thai villagers he knows near Preah Vihear.
Hello. Hello.
They have good reason to want a peaceful solution to the territorial dispute.
What happened here the last time when there was trouble at the temple?
ลือសំលេងភ្លើងធំក៏เลยរត់ខ្លាចក៏នាំកូនចៅរត់នាំកូនចៅរត់ឃើញឡើងរត់ទៅដេកខាងក្រៅវល់ព្រឹកក៏រឿងគេข่าวลือមកក៏เลยខ្លាចក៏เลยអពយប់ទៅនៅខាងក្រៅ
I also want to hear from Tang because he's lived near the border all his life.
So, Tang, I noticed that you and the people in the village were not speaking Thai. Was that Khmer?
Yes we speak Khmer
But you're 100% Thai.
Yes sure I'm Thai 100% I'm Thai
So, Khmer is still your mother tongue?
Yes
So I understand that in the past you could actually cross the border without a passport. Can you still do that now?
Yes last time I can but now I cannot
Why not?
Because now Thai and Cambodia they are a problem.
What would you like to see for the future between Thailand and Cambodia?
I just want to see the be close like last time long time ago we be like family lovely family friend. Yes that's all.
But will that happen? It's time to head back to Cambodia because the UN's top court has made its decision on Preah Vihear. I'm back at Preah Vihear Temple, the scene of a territorial dispute between Cambodia and Thailand. I'm drawn to my favorite spot, the cliff top at the edge of the temple. But something is different. I have company, lots of it. The International Court of Justice has just ruled that the land immediately around the temple belongs to Cambodia, not Thailand. The visitors flocking here include 3 generations of a family who've come from as far away as Siem Reap and Phnom Penh. It's their first time here.
So it's a very stormy day, but how do you feel being here?
និយាយមានអារម្មណ៍យ៉ាងម៉េចដែរពេលបានមកដល់លេងនៅព្រះវិហារ
ពេលដែលមកជន់ដល់ទឹកដីព្រះវិហារគឺមានអារម្មណ៍រំភើបសប្បាយរីករាយក្រៃលែងដោយសារបុព្វបុរសខ្មែរបានកសាងប្រាសាទព្រះវិហារទុកឲ្យប្រជាជនកម្ពុជាជំនាន់ក្រោយឃើញស្នាដៃរបស់គាត់ពីដើមតែមានរំភើបសប្បាយណាស់រីករាយណាស់ដែលជាស្នាដៃរបស់បុព្វបុរសខ្មែរចា
I wonder what the temple guide I met on my first trip here thinks about the changes.
Oh, hello there.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, see you again.
There are a lot of tourists this time, compared to last time.
Cambodia people living the village and area near the close to the temple. Yeah, very happy. Help money from the tourists because the tourists to rent the tourism service. Yeah, the transport and stay at the guest house, the food, the same to rent tour guides.
The ICJ decision gives Cambodia the entire promontory that the temple is on. But the court declined to set a border, so Cambodia and Thailand will still have to negotiate over the disputed land nearby. Visitors are arriving from many countries, but for now, not from Thailand. Well, I've seen a lot of things on this trip. Temples, minefields, but above all, the ordinary people on both sides of the border whose lives have been affected by this dispute. And so I really hope that the court decision and the negotiations that will come will help them improve their lives. I'm thinking especially of the families out there living amongst landmines. They'll benefit as tensions ease. So I end this journey where I began it, on a beautiful cliff top that's been the scene of much ugliness. But now, perhaps, this temple can return to being a symbol of more noble behavior and become a bridge across the border.
In next week's episode, China and Laos. The superpower's investment is flowing into its smaller neighbor, but is this helping the locals in Laos? Find out next week on Across Borders. So see you then.